2020 was very challenging as a year for the HBCU sports community. Check out this. The year 2020 will be remembered for the COVID-19 pandemic, an international medical crisis affecting all walks of life. Due to COVID-19, many HBCU sports seasons are postponed.
2020 is, like everyone's feeling right now. We just feel blindsided by this COVID-19, given we've had great plans to start our new fiscal year with a lot of great championships. We had a great last academic year. And so now we're having to reset ourselves, based on something we don't have any control of. I think what's hard for us, we work in college athletics. This is what we do. We're practitioners in this space, and not to be able to move the way that we normally do has been a little bit disappointing, but I do believe that in the spirit of the CIAA and who we are, and with our traditions, our leadership, and the impact of community, that we'll continue to evolve ourselves even during this time. It might look different and feel different, but I think our mission still remains the same.
After 40 years of competing in the MEAC, Florida A&M University Rattlers decides to take their athletic talent to the SWAC.
Well, today it's a transformational moment for FAMU athletics. There's a lot of efforts that went into this decision. Wasn't done in a vacuum. We had some internal and external constituents, but ultimately this is in the best interest of FAMU athletics' future.
A future put on hold by Bethune-Cookman University's Wildcats athletic program as they decide to opt out.
Well, first off, I'll say, the virus is very serious. So I know a number of conferences, a number of universities have been taking a lot of precautions. And, this morning, our conference office met with all of our presidents and chancellors, and they just decided to postpone the season for right now. And I think it's a smart choice because the safety of our student athletes, our coaches, our support staff, and our fans, that's the most important thing.
No question about it. Regardless of what conference we're in, we all know what we're looking forward to at the end of every season, and that's a showdown with our in-state rival. And so we have some unfinished business there, obviously. One of the things that we have not been able to claim here during my short tenure at Florida A&M is the victory against the team down the road. And so that's something that's at the forefront of all of our minds.
The SWAC MEAC Challenge and the Celebration Bowl are both canceled due to COVID-19. Celebration Bowl organizers, the MEAC and the SWAC, both decide the 2020 hiatus is best for health of student athletes, fans, and faculty.
As you're aware, the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference on yesterday suspended their fall football season or fall sports season, which included football. As a result, the MEAC SWAC Challenge, which is our Labor Day kickoff game, which would have pitted South Carolina State against Grambling State University, was canceled, as well as without a season, the Celebration Bowl, which pits the champion of the MEAC conference against the champion of the SWAC conference, and without that season taking place, we have thus also canceled the Celebration Bowl for 2020.
We're doing a lot of film watching on our opponents, get stuff ready to go. So when spring hit, we're ready to roll.
Former FAMU punter Greg Coleman played NFL football for the Minnesota Vikings for 10 years. Coleman says he believes the tragic episode of George Floyd losing his life by the knee of a police officer is a teaching moment.
I'm hoping through legislation that they will have the authority and the power to get rid of the bad apples, because it's not everybody in law enforcement.
McCord Maker is a 5-star basketball player. He's the highest ranked recruit committing to an HBCU in the modern era.
Going to HBCU, I know that Howard University, Coach KB and, Coach Ty, Coach Jake, everybody on the staff and my teammates, felt very connected. And, it doesn't matter what school you go to, but HBCU was my choice.
The two-time Celebration Bowl champion North Carolina A&T Aggies are also changing their game plan due to COVID-19. In 2020, the football Aggies will play their last season in an HBCU conference.
And so we're looking to play in the spring, and that's where we are right now.
For the HBCU sports community, 2020 will be left behind but never forgotten. I'm James Hill reporting for BNC.